Good morning, everybody. Corey here, Alberta Bourbon Hunter. So, did a little hunting on Friday night after work, and Willow Park in South Calgary is having a pretty good sale. So, it's mostly a wine sale, but they had a lot of product in store on sale. There's a couple of things that have been on my hit list to get, so I went in and I found some gems. So I'm going to flip the camera around, show you what I got. If I can remember the pricing, I'll certainly tell you. And a little bit of background on some of the bottles I got were, based on a podcast I listened to. Yeah, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Vampire Diaries. Anyways, the two main characters from that, Google their names. Anyways, they started up a distillery and they have a bourbon called the Brothers Bond. And, these guys, they speak real passionate about their products and whatnot. I didn't watch any reviews on it. They opened up a bottle, I believe, on the podcast and seemed to really enjoy it. I went in there. Coincidentally, they had the two of the products on the shelf. So I thought, you know what? Why not? Take a stab, give these guys a try. Like I say, I hadn't really known much about them or anything until I heard the podcast. Really seemed like a product that was worth giving a try. Haven't opened them yet. I'm going to do the unboxing right now, but it's certainly going to be something I'm excited to try. Did I? You know what I did? At Willow Park, I had a tasting of the regular product, not the second bottle, and it was delicious. So yes, Willow Park had a bottle open. I did give it a try. It was delicious. So I bought both the standard and the cast strength versions. So I only imagine that one's going to be even better because most everything, if you like a little heat to your whiskey, the cast strength is always a little bit more flavor, a little bit more depth, a little bit more Kentucky hug, all the good stuff. But, it was a good pour at the store, so I can only imagine it's going to get better here. Anyways, I'm going to flip the camera around and show you some of my treasures. Okay, so we're going to go into the box here, and let's grab this bottle first. So, as you know, I'm a pretty big fan of the Old Forester collection, the Whiskey Row collection, and look what I got. I got the 1867 Bottled in Bond. Now, this is normally about an $80 something bottle, and it was on sale for $49.95. So, spoiler alert, I bought 3 bottles because 1, I wanted one for my collection. 2, I really like Old Forester's product, so I bought a couple of backup bottles. So, there's the second one. And the third one is upstairs because that's where I keep the stuff that I drink every day. Not every day, but when I have a drink. So now, all I'm missing from my Old Forester collection is the 1924. Now, that's a limited release, so I'm not holding out a lot of hope that I'm going to find it. But this 1897 Bottled in Bond is delicious. It's got that little bit higher proof point than you get out of the 86. In my opinion, very similar flavor profiles. I opened up the 1910 last night and had a little sip of that. And as you know, that's a lot smokier, a lot oakier. Once again, another great pour, but definitely the 1897 Bottled in Bond, that's a winner. And when you can get it at $30 off a bottle, that's, a no-brainer. Like I say, I don't normally buy multiple backup bottles, but when it's a product I really like and it's at that price point, how do you not buy these things? So anyways, that was a big hit, but like I say, at $30 off a bottle, how do you not buy that? Okay, so now, here we have the Brothers Bond. This is the standard straight bourbon. This is the one I tried at Willow Park. It was delicious. Like I say, based on the small sampling I had, I don't want to make a big recommendation as to the flavor profile, but from what I recall, I would give it that Heaven Hill kind of a flavoring, a little bit more citrusy to me. Some banana in there. It's really hard for me to describe because, of course, small samplings at a liquor store. The flavor or the smell was excellent. That got me right off the hop. Took a sip, took another sip. Very bright, very citrusy flavor to me. Now, that might change with the more I try the product. But like I say, I'm a huge Heaven Hill fan. I find that Basil Hayden has a similar flavor profile. So that's what I'm going to equate it to. But I definitely would recommend probably trying it out and picking it up if you've never had it before. And then, of course, here's the same, but in cask strength. Now, stupidly, I don't have my glasses on, but maybe I'll grab some glasses here. Bear with me as I throw my glasses on the floor. Sorry for the shaky camera. So, 57.2, so 114 proof on the cask strength, and this one's just 80 on the standard. So yeah, excited to try it. Delicious, probably delicious with a little bit of extra depth, flavor, and maybe a little bit of burn. We'll see. But anyways, that's what I picked up on Friday after work. Like I say, super excited about the Old Forester stuff. It's one of my favorite pours, hands down. I mean, I'm into all the other regular stuff, the benchmark stuff, all this. Really happy with how the collection's coming along. If there's something you guys are interested in hearing about, drop something in the comments or something, or, even send me a DM or something like that about something you want my thoughts on. If you're thinking about buying a bottle, but you don't know and you don't want to spend the money on an unknown product, I get that. There's a bunch of bottles out there in the world that I haven't spent any money on yet because I'm not sure the juice is worth the squeeze. So, but yeah. If I have something and you want my opinion on it for whatever that's worth, I'd be happy to, either do a video or just give you my thoughts via DMs. And yeah, anyways, have a good weekend and we'll see y'all later.